What is up, conscious monkeys? Welcome back to another episode of Traveling to Consciousness. As always, I'm your host, Clayton. And in today's podcast, we are talking about something that might be one of the most important. Scratch that. I think it is the most important the most important issue that's facing our country right now. And we have to address it. We have to talk about it. And just before we address that, I'm coming to you again from my phone. And every time I do these podcasts, I like to remind you guys that if you're looking to start a podcast, it's as simple as pulling out your phone, pressing record, and uploading. It's literally that simple. So if you're hesitating to do it, you can do that. If you need more advice, I can always help you out and give you more advice on it, how to make it even better. But if you're just trying to start, just pull out your phone, press record. You have a voice, you have stuff to share. That's why you're here on this planet at this time. So please share it. Please press record. Start sharing whatever it is you're supposed to be sharing. Now, as for that most important thing that we have to be talking about, or at least addressing, I don't know what the answer is 100%, but we have to be addressing it. And that thing is the division that has been created in between all of us. Because I know, here's what I'll say. This is the second time that Donald Trump has been elected. And it reminds me back to 2016. And I remember in 2016, the division that was starting to be created between people not talking to each other, the things that people were posting on social media, to the extent of don't have sex with the opposite gender, the opposite sex, don't have sex with the opposite sex, don't do certain things, break up with your boyfriends, break up with your girlfriends. We need to protest the opposite gender. We need to protest, certain people, boycott these people. And I think I saw it back then, but I was not personally affected by it. And then this year, when Donald Trump was elected, I've seen many relationships. Luckily, nothing with me personally, but relationships around me. Co-workers, friends, family, where it just seems like it's even stronger. This division, the angst, the anger that we have towards people who should be close to us, who we should be connected to. And I'm not here to say why that is. I think there's a myriad of reasons that it could be, and to create something that powerful, it's probably a multitude of reasons. There's probably reasons running through your head right now that I wouldn't even think of. But the point is that division exists and it's becoming stronger. And I think that's something that we all really need to take very seriously, very seriously. Whether it's Trump who's creating it, whether it's the media, whether it's the Democratic Party, whether it's the Republican Party, whether it's Kamala, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. I think that we all need to take a second, take some personal inventory, and really, I know it's difficult, guys. I know it's difficult. It's probably one of the hardest things to do. And really ask ourselves, what is it that we can do to bridge that gap? How is it that maybe people have different viewpoints on something? Maybe I'm the one that's not seeing something. Is there something that I could learn or know about that would make this easier to go through? Because looking at the landscape, like we're so divided. We're so divided in America. And we have to come together. We have to find a way to bridge this gap, create unity, create peace, create freedom for all. Because we can't do it if we're divided as people. And the worst part about it is that when us as people are divided, the government becomes even stronger. Just energetically. And you can even look at it from a spiritual perspective. Maybe not even a physical layer yet, but it will manifest in the physical. The more divided we are, it makes them more powerful. It gives them more control. If you're no longer talking to your friends, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, you're no longer engaging in sex, you're going to become more stressed. You don't have anyone to rely on, except for the people who are saying exactly what you want to hear. And the issue with that is you've never even met them in the physical. Maybe it's people on Facebook or X or in the media or candidates. You've never met them, and yet they have certain sound bites that you agree with. It's very easy to agree with anyone for 30 seconds. It's very easy to agree with anyone for 30 seconds. But it is very difficult and very meaningful to find people that you're able to disagree with and still stay connected to them in the physical. So I say all of this to really take a moment and take inventory. Maybe there's something you're not seeing. Maybe there's a perspective from the opposite side that could offer you deeper ideas. And I know that I even recently put a TikTok out about this. Like, hey, we're divided. We have to come together. And one of the comments was like, well, we would be if liberals weren't XYZ. So if you're thinking if so-and-so wasn't so-and-so, X wasn't doing Y, Republicans weren't doing blah, blah, blah. And I know that's difficult to hear. I know what I'm about to say is difficult to hear, but take a second, take a deep breath, and really tap into why that is. Where's that coming from? Be mindful. And I'm not look, you're the reason that you're feeling that is 100% valid. The reason that you are feeling that is 100% valid. But maybe there's a way to articulate it so that the other side could hear it better. Maybe there's something you're not hearing from the other side. And this is radical responsibility. This is not easy stuff that we're talking about here. So I want to be very clear about all of that. You're 100% valid in what you're feeling. 100%. I'm just offering that maybe there's a new perspective that could bring more calmness, more peace. Because things likely aren't as bad as we make them out to be. I mean, look how crazy things changed. I mean, when Trump was in office, a lot of his policies got reversed very quickly. Once Biden got into office. Now Trump's in office, and it feels like he's going to reverse a lot of things Biden did. So I say all this hopefully that we're able to bridge that gap. We're able to kind of come together more. We can look in the mirror and say, how can I heal myself to help heal the world? Because it all starts with you. You're a divine creation from source energy. We all are. So it's all of our responsibility. So with that being said, I appreciate you all, and I will see all of you in the 6th dimension.